What's a mighty good word? Party folk, it's your Ma High Priest. I'm up here on Mercury's Day, December 27th. Currently around midday where I'm at. Sun is near 6 degrees of Capricorn and the moon's around 15 degrees of Cancer. We just hit the full moon apex. Last night I was about to record, but I've been giving myself a lot of rest. I'm also getting over the usual wintry mix of head cold and radiators blasting. So I hope I'm not too nasally for you today. I feel great. I've been getting a lot of rest, and I hope that you have as well, wherever you are, whatever holiday you may be in between, or in the mix of, right? We are dealing with a Mercury retrograde. I believe that it will soon station direct next week. And we will also have on January 1st. So by January 2nd, it'll start to appear to move forward. And then we'll hit the last quarter moon that week. But like I said, we just hit the full moon apex yesterday. And while I did want to come on and record a message for you, I was feeling that moon like way out of it. It melted my brain, to say the least. Anyway, I guess I do have some messages while we're here. I think we should just get into the messages, right? Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings and queens. This is your highest royal court. I am your effervescent, airheaded, wintry mix of bubbly jester with the divine mercurial messages for your exaltation, your spiritual evolution, your spiritual growth, and human expansion as we kick into the 2024 year. We do have a lot of the big planets kind of moving direct later in January or in a few weeks. So the next 4 to 6 weeks is a good time to get. So these are the messages that I'm getting from my guides for you, for the collective. I'm very grateful that y'all are here. I'm very happy. I'm very honored that y'all are joining us. By the way, I have a Instagram dedicated for this channel and for you guys. Mile High Priest, no spaces, MileHighPriest, Mile High Priest, no spaces. I think I spelled that correctly. Anyway, I'm posting like my thumbnails and then the typical stuff that I talk about a lot on the channel, just so you guys get more insight if you're into that kind of thing. And hopefully I am better at announcements because, as the channel grows, I'm ever so grateful. I'm very appreciative of you guys. So thank you. And back to the message. We are at that kind of space-time convergence, which is a very like physics, quantum kind of term or phrase, but really the message that I'm getting is that you want to remove instead of walling up, walling off, or like building a wall around you, instead of just moving on from that letting go or barricading or blocking, instead of enforcing that, more so tend to the mind as far as how you perceive and what you're perceiving, what you're listening to, who you're looking at, and go more so or further into the process of inquiring, that self inquiry of who you're still allowing in. You may have stirred the pot. You may have set your foot down in so many ways where you now know where you stand as far as a lot of your relationships, whether you've pulled back already or not. There's still that tendency to see who you are listening to and who you're still letting in. I was getting a lot of that message. Where have you sort of become relaxed, and not to keep you in a tense state, but this is going to allow you to perceive deeper in more a mental security, so protection of the mind as we go into the next year, where for the most part Pluto will be in Aquarius. It does dip back into Capricorn, but I don't want to get too much into the astrology at the moment, but it does have a lot to do with this upcoming year. And as far as the next 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks are concerned, you do have a lot of chance to manifest. So I think that we can ask the moon. This full moon was good in that case, in that you're alleviating a lot of space. So like, again, setting your foot down in a lot of relationships or stepping away from a lot, seeing you do have that kind of God-given moment, and you will become more like you can perceive now farther into the future. You can perceive more, you can sense more once you clear away a lot of that kind of emotional muck. But again, you don't want to remain emotionless. You want to still be you. Yeah, duh. Like, who are you now that you've removed a lot of the emotional baggage? This is funny. Be bold and make the first move. So the Cancer moon, Cancer is a cardinal sign, which means it's like the starter, right? So that's why the full moon in Cancer does have that manifestation quality, because it's a starter sign. And so you can restart afresh. You can feel fresh. You may have woken up the day after the full moon, or sometime this week or the next few days. You'll start to wake up or feel new when you awake. You may have already had that sense of feeling anew. And so how do you fill that cup? So there's a lot of ways that you can do that by nurturing, which I think is like the typical full moon in Cancer. Like, I'm gonna have to check myself there. Order in the royal court already, because I'm like trying to remain in my joyful kindness, but I was already starting to do the like, nurture yourself, which is great. Like, yes, nurture yourself. Get some rest. Yeah, get a lot of rest if you can. I don't know, perhaps you're running around after 1,000 kids and like no one's watching the kids during the holiday. Like, you're the one who is parenting everyone, including the parents. So in that case, it is more, how do you care for yourself in this new space, where you may have run to someone or run to people or sought something out or bought something, or bought many things, or eaten a lot of things. I sure ate a lot of sugar this past week. That may have been another reason, the actual reason why I was out yesterday. I had a sugar hangover. Admissions. But in this new kind of vibration, and this new clarity, and this new moment of clarity, and this new, it's almost like a sense, like your senses are clear. How can you now tend to those senses now that you have all the clarity? So beyond rest, beyond nurturing, beyond meditation, beyond journaling, beyond resolutions, where what now can you actually remove? Okay, what can fall away? Where can you both be the child and parent yourself in that manner, where you let go of something that is no longer fitting? So again, there's something that this full moon is showing you where there's more to let go of. There's one more thing. There's a few more things. Okay. So we're going into this new year with a sense of clarity due to you continually clarifying all the senses. Okay. So, I mean, very general, but it's a time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Okay, so this moon goes back to, and there are just a few days left with Venus in Scorpio, so there's still a little bit more of digging that can be felt, where there is a little bit more to give as far as like release, continue to just go, keep going just a few more steps so that you can get that definitive clarity, that really clarifying moment. So this moon harkens back to summer of 2022, the new moon in Cancer in June of 2022, at the end of June. Okay, so it could have been that you then declared this last right before the spring, the first quarter moon in March 26th of 2023 was the first quarter moon in Cancer that this Cancer moon family is all encompassing. So now you're here a year, 9 months later, from June 2022 summer to now. Also looking back to March of this year, and then looking ahead towards September, the fall of this year. It's different to think about it in that way because this is a full moon, so we're asked to release something or make more of an adjustment, an actual removal or release. There's still something to go. Okay? Something you have to like speak up and say in a very adult manner to someone perhaps not acting favorably or in their favor as an adult. Maybe there are children that you have to teach, so you have to get ready for that. You have to release something that is very I'm sorry if I'm trying to think of a word and I wanted to like look it up just to make sure. Yeah, like insular, because it's like a distaste that you have for a group of people, or like a family, like your family, maybe, or like because you were treated this way, there's something where you assign some folk still that power of you don't want to be around them. But this is where God is telling you, right? Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. So you have to really it's more refinement and more truth telling. So now that you've told everyone the truth, now tell yourself that final truth, okay? The final moment of clarity. This full moon, again, wants you to sit, contemplate, meditate, eat well, treat yourself well. You're getting through it. It's a tough one. It's a long time coming. It's deeply rooted, but it's gotta go. Okay, dig it out, get it out. Also, a lot of body coming into the body, okay? Remember, if you were here last week, if you were here with me last week, we were talking a lot about divine union, divine feminine, divine masculine, the divine feminine being your body, the divine masculine being your spirit. More movement, okay, more sensing of your body, and now treating your body how you want to be treated, treating your body more as a fortress, as a castle, okay? So all the rooms, all the moat and the bridge and the swans, who's keeping up with all that, okay? Who's keeping up with your fortress? What's in the basement? What's up in the, I don't know all the names of the rooms, okay? So there's something there. You can perhaps clear it out through a lot of meditation and actual contemplation, but this is more so a defined treatment. So again, bodily movement, feeling yourself dance, things like that. That sort of self-nurture, that sort of self-care, that will allow you to kind of release. So maybe you already said what you needed to say, and now it's like the release, like letting it go, the wipe yourself. So wipe it off, okay? The air cleansing and air purification, something along those lines. And yeah, last week I kept getting that song, Dust Yourself. Well, it's not called Dust Yourself Off in Dragon, but that's the lyrics, right? That Aaliyah song, sorry. I'm like getting lost in it. Now you're like, you took the fall, okay? You like let go. So now how do you get up? Well, before you get up, before you do that, dust yourself off, okay? Something a lot of is coming up about making sure you have clarity for that, to release that negativity, and then also to make sure that you're perceiving the messages correctly and translating them properly and letting go of that which does not serve you or your highest good. So again, this message comes up often, but more people will probably come up as prophetizing or, claiming prophecy. So you know better now is what I'm getting. You know how to distinguish and filter, okay? So, but continue to release, continue to move this energy out of your system in a way, okay? Don't hold on too much to a grudge, because you need to let it go. You need to move the F on, is what I'm getting. So right now we are in that disseminating moon space, or we will be as soon as this kind of like full moon passes and we get into the Leo moon. Instead of flying out the door and going on with your bad self, like take some time to actually breathe it all out, okay? So again, movement through air, the breath, like getting that like deep release, exhale, okay? So deep, Betty, maybe you know a Betty. I was going to say belly, and also Buddha belly breaths, okay? Wow, alliteration. The answers you need are coming. The full moon in Gemini at the bottom of the deck. That was just a while back. There is a lot of information coming through. So again, we will continue to, these past full moons are just like those snippets of what to prepare for, okay? What to sorry, there was some yelling outside. I have the window open. Yes, okay, so a lot of information came through last month, last 4 weeks, and prior to that as well. A lot of different feelings, a lot of different moods, testing a lot of that out. Whatever you figured out, but also should clue you in on what you'll be working on in the, like this back burner type of operation, as you're sifting through a lot of the messages that you're getting over the next 6 to 8 months, okay? Because it is culminating into a whole new like sense of being, okay? A sense of trust. How will you be able to trust that you're in this true north direction, or like true direction for you? Wow. And this is more about like feeling and sensing, okay? Taking the time out for yourself as you regather yourself, as you re-establish your grounding, okay? New grounds to cover, new folks to listen to, new folks coming at you, you're coming into a new alignment, right? Into, you've declared where you stand as far as family, friends, and so now as you come into a new your new job or new folks that you're going to be working with or working alongside with, or like friends with in the next year, there needs to be that push to clear a way for those senses, okay, as you come more online the next month to 2 months. Okay. I almost want to leave. Oh yeah, I did want to do I have the archetypes from the Well Unknown. I'm just kind of digging through and getting a few, yeah. Okay, because it is a lot about a new sensation, new feelings. Okay, perhaps some of you are coming online exclusively to feel more. Some of you feel younger. Some of you feel more elevated as far as like your spirituality. Some of you maybe are looking ahead at a hard year, or like maybe you've been listening to a lot of people telling you the next year is going to be this way or that way. So there's a lot of that need to kind of carry yourself out of that fantasy or dystopian kind of viewpoint that things are going to get really mucky. You're out of the muck already. Lean more into the unknown as more. So you are determining now your next steps, not anyone else. You know why you are the way you are. You know how you react, and so now instead of reaction, you're moving into more action state. Okay, this is a mind-boggling space for you. It's exciting for me to see you in this, or to experience others as they experience these new vibrations. Creating something new, okay, new. So if you are manifesting that new job, okay, very much possible. Coming more online, like literally coming online, being more present online, things like that are very prominent in this over the next few months for many people, with the new moon in Pisces and then the health card. Yes, it does give me less sitting and meditating and contemplating, more moving meditations. So like yoga, exercise, clean drinking. Oh, I was getting charcoal. So that points me to a detoxification, very much in alignment with like resolutions. But this is, again, go deeper, go to the hidden place, go to the hidden area, go where there's real love, okay? Not where there's like a marketing ploy to sign up for like this or that. Can your commitment go beyond just the 30 days, right? Can you root yourself in the earth? How will you do that more often? By actually qualifying yourself and taking time out to like be loving, but also be unconditionally loving to you. Oh my gosh, union. Yes, we were talking about the divine union. So all of this may sound drabby, but that's why I say it's not dystopian, it's more so utopian. And yes, flow, be more you, be more open, okay? With the Scorpio card, and then the Scorpio card, sexuality is a big release for you, okay? Come into that, own it, be passionate about who you are, be passionate about romanticizing yourself, romanticizing your life in a grounded manner. Like, yeah, you can be creative and you can have a job. You can't have a 9-to-5 and also be creative, and you can't have a 9-to-5 and then do yoga. Or you don't have to have a 9-to-5. You can have an erratic schedule like me, and then also have all the other things, right? A new family of friends, new family of people, I'm sorry, I'm getting more like the jobs stuff. Jobs and friends are coming in. Oh wow, yes, blank slate to your health. A lot of you perhaps need to invest more space there, okay? There could be new folks coming in that push you towards that and that help you to become more committed to your health. they can contribute to that, okay? And this will also help with money. It will also help you feel more in that sexuality and that more passionate. I'm also getting, yes, please move in the body, move your body around. That can alleviate a lot of those like urges and desires that aren't really being met where you want them to be. This could also lead to actual enjoyment of a relationship, or more enjoyment of your friendships, more alignment of your health. I think more the sign points to, can you remain passionate about it? Can you see how that translates across time? And so whereas you have this like weekly or like 30-day type challenge, how can that expand out? Y'all, I did want to pull a few tarot. It's so fun. I like kind of coming back and then winging it in a way. Thank you so much. It's fun when that sexuality card comes up, because I'm not monetized, so I think I can go on about it for a little bit, right? The Union card is here. Yes, it's not all drab. It's fun. It can be fun. You can reparent yourself in a more romantic, fun way. You can be expressive and creative at the same time with your body. Okay, it's time to release negativity. There's a lot of mind traps, but also the meditation and contemplation card can help you to release a lot of those like blockages. I was saying earlier too, you are coming more into a self-God moment, like the psychic moment. So clear the airwaves, get out of the headspace of like the grudges, holding on to grudges. Who did what to you? Wow, dreams. So yeah, you could very much be coming into a lot of new friendships and a lot of new. You might be now dating. You might want to clear a lot of this muck out because you want to date, or someone specifically wants to date you. A water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio type, or maybe you are interested in a water sign. It could be, yes, that could be highlighting the health aspect. They could be very much in the community. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Lover's card. Okay, I'm using the Field Tarot. I hadn't used it in a while, but I thought it was fitting for the full moon in Cancer. Yeah, it's around you. The choice to stay committed to, healthy, passionate, creative affairs, okay, and moving away from being stuck, and also noticing who you're listening to, like perhaps listening to certain types of things at night can put you in a bad mood through and mess with your sleep. Wow, so there is some sort of decision here to be more proactive. We have the Two of Pentacles or Two of Discs. Wow, I love this freaking card here. And then we have Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So you very much have the power to remove yourself from a lot of the kind of self-created mental traps. A lot of it has to do with releasing grudges from previous relationships. A lot of these things have kind of messed with your expressive characteristics, like qualities that you innately possess are being blocked by your your body's want and desire to really move through that holding on to a lot of the pain. It seems like you have already declared that you want to move out of that space. And so now, yes, beyond the rest, beyond the bubble baths and the, taking yourself out to eat and going on a date with yourself, beyond all that, like actually committing to a more long-term vision, long-term plans that include a lot of healthy, I'm getting weird, like, yes, go for the amenities, go for better for you. Okay. Yes, spend more spiritual bank, spend more spiritual time on you, on yourself. Make the decision for you and choose you always. Choose you for the next year. Choose yourself over anything. Okay. Those would be the tough commitments. It's not a choice between your dreams and your health. It's the choice to continue to move through, to complete your dreams and make your dreams a true vision, and then a true plan, and then a true actual commitment and action forward with health all alongside you, inside of you, around you. Okay. Those are the decisions that will help you to actually own it and be true to you while getting to the end of the finish line. Okay. But this might have been a whole year read for somebody, or like the next 8 to 9 months. It's like a conceivement. So a lot will come from that when you contribute to yourself. A lot will come to you. It's like, yes, the job, the money, the love, as you pour more into your own cup, as you choose you, as you make the decision to alleviate yourself and remove yourself from being held captive by grudges and the mental games and anguish that you replay, removing yourself from the scattered and committing to the right paths. Okay, out of the 7 cups. Wow. And then love for the long haul, for the 8 of Cups. Not to be mucked in the murky waters anymore. Okay. Into the new waters. A retreat into you, into love. Okay. And more clarity. Do not leave yourself out in the cold. No more. Okay. This is your wish, and it shall be granted. Was I not saying wealth and wishes coming true? 9 of Pentacles. So I have a lot of Virgo, I have a lot of Gemini, Taurus, Gemini, the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio signs. Libra, Gemini, more Gemini. Aquarius, no. Gemini. Wow. Okay. How fascinating. Yes. Clearing away. Not letting. There's still some things that you're letting in. It doesn't have to be someone, or it doesn't have to involve people. It could very well involve people. I get that a lot. There's still some folks that you're allowing in too much, or too close, to more so mess with what's going on up here. Okay, moving out of that, learning from that, and not holding on to that. Leaving some folks out in the cold, because look at the big cup. I present to you the big cup of love. Y'all, I love this message. I hope that it resonates. I'm glad to be back with more messages, and I hope that y'all are keeping it so real as we get into this new year. The moon will go into Leo soon, and then Virgo, so it is a great time to freaking keep clearing it out and be super real, but like nurturing to yourself, and really build that bridge between you and God. God is within you and around you. Okay, there's a union, either very internally, spiritually, and also that will then manifest externally. Okay, it could mean all those things for you, where you're getting the job lined up already, and then here come all the new friends, and then this new relationship in the next 6 to 8 to 9 months. Okay, the more you contribute to you, to your love, to your passions, to your health, the more that the planets commit to you, the more that they see you being passionate, the more that they want to bring you love, great change, more love for you, a retreat to your wish fulfillment, to your family, to the new beginning of your family, to better choices, to freaking wealth, love and wealth. Okay, Pisces, love and wealth. Okay, Virgo, culmination. Okay, Virgo. Okay, Gemini, right here, fulfillment. Okay, keep leaving those ass hats out in the cold. Keep cutting through, keep clearing. You're out of the muck, but there's still some folks leaving you feeling effed up. Okay, lean into you, your power, move that energy up, dance it up. Okay, come into union with God, with your goddess, creativity. Okay, baby, let that go, because you're on your way. I love it. Order. Please enjoy. I'll be back with more. Y'all keep it so real and pack very lightly.